Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video I want to actually talk about this Bushiri thing that's been going on. So I'm going to just give a tiny bit of a background for anyone that does not know what I'm talking about. Bushiri is a pastor. Some say he's a prophet, man of God, whatever you want to call him. So this man is actually from Malawi, right? But he's migrated to South Africa, and that is where, as far as I know, his biggest church is. So what happened recently is that there's been so many controversies about this man in a while. I personally didn't know about him until there was a video about him that went viral, a video where the daughter, who is like 6-year-old, or I don't know, it was the birthday of the child, and bought this child a very expensive car. I can't remember how much the price was, but if I remember, I put it on the screen. This was like ridiculously expensive. Like, it was so expensive. That was the first time I got to know about this man. So basically, he went to South Africa, and his church is doing so well financially. So he is very rich pastor. So, and there was another controversy as well, where he did this miracle where he's showing stuff on his tablet. I don't know, I can't remember what the miracle was. Somehow I think the camera failed or something, and exposed the fact that, you know, it was all fake and everything. So those are the two popular videos that I have watched of this guy, you know, and this is, you know, part of how I got to know about this guy. So basically what happened recently is that some people accused him of if I can use the word, defrauding them. Basically, from the way I have understood it, is that he had this scheme in his church where he said, you bring this amount, and then after a few months or whatever, your money will double or something like that. No, I don't even know if some people got and some didn't get, but the accusation is coming from people that say, we gave him our money and we never got our money back. We didn't even get the so-called doubled or tripled or whatever, and we didn't even get our original money that we gave him back. And then there's another accusation as well of money laundering. This is how he ended up in custody. Him and his wife ended up in custody. And as we speak, he's trying to get bail. They are trying to get bail. But the bail hearing, I think there's been 2 or whatever so far. And they are not too comfortable to grant them bail because they think that they are flight risk, because they think they're going to run back to Malawi. Oh, by the way, they found out that their expensive cars, their most expensive cars, have already been illegally transferred to his home country, which is Malawi. You know, I laughed a bit when I heard that. I just feel like it's kind of interesting how, you know, people remember where they really come from. Anyways, but the thing is, for him to transfer his cars to his country, where he comes from, is something they see as a sign that he's planning to run home. Because under normal circumstance, why will he transfer his best cars to his home country, you know? And then something else they talked about is that him and his wife have been traveling with diplomatic passports, which they actually said are illegal because they are not diplomats, but somehow they have been found to be traveling with diplomatic passports.
They are facing charges of fraud and money laundering amounting to 102 million rand and contravening the Prevention of Organized Crime.
Arguing that the Bushiris are not accredited diplomats and do not qualify to be treated as such, as it came out in court that they were using diplomatic passports when traveling in and out of the country through the Lanzeria airport. And the court also held that some of their vehicles, you know, have been illegally exported to Malawi. This includes an 8 million rand Bentley and a 2.2 million rand Maserati, which they bought for their 6-year-old daughter.
So, you know, so those are some of the reasons why they feel like, okay, if they could get documents like that, able to claim to be diplomats, what other things can they do when it comes to like maybe wanting to run away from the country? So these are the reasons why their bail applications are still very tricky. Basically, I'm not planning to make this video too long. This is basically the background of what has been going on, or what is currently going on. There's still going to be more hearing, you know, in relation to deciding if they're going to grant them bail or not. Now, the area I actually really want to talk about is when I watch the videos and the news, if I want to watch the news and all these videos that are, you know, all over the place, and I see this man and his wife in court, and what I'm going to be honest, it's very I don't know how to say it. As you see him there in court, him and his wife sitting like ordinary humans. Ordinary humans. That's the area that I wanted to talk about that made me want to make this video. Because at the end of the day, that is what they are. We are all humans at the end of the day. I've made video where I talk about how some pastors are being lifted higher than God himself. Some pastors are being lifted higher than God himself. And I always say it, that at the end of the day, we are the humans. God is God, we are the humans. And the fact that the country can actually bring him to court. He is not too big to be brought to court. Not even only that, to even be locked away. It's basically, the message there is this: no one is above the law. Is he guilty? We don't know that. And I'm going to say this. I personally would never want someone that is innocent to be jailed. I would never want someone that is innocent to be found guilty of what they did not do. Never. If he is innocent, my prayer is that he will be found innocent and he can go back home to his family. But if he is guilty, let the law prevail. You get my point? If he is, because the message is this, and like I said, this is why I want to make this video. And I feel like we as Nigerians, Nigeria as a country, I look forward to the day that politicians will stop being above the law. Religious leaders will stop being above the law. I look forward to that day. Because when I look at this, what is happening in South Africa, the fact that he's even locked away at the moment, like every other human being would be, and then they're even doing bail hearing like they would do for any other human being. And then the court, like he's even made to appear in court like any other human being. I like that. And I'm thinking to myself, this is something that we in Nigeria need to emulate. We need to emulate. We have a lot of cases of, things that Nigerian pastors have been accused of doing. Till date, the cases are closed even before they were even opened. I'm just hoping that we as Nigerians, that something like this one day can happen in Nigeria. This touch not my anointed thing is a problem we need to solve. Nobody should be above the law. Nobody should be above accountability, especially people in power, politicians, religious leaders, and all those people. They shouldn't be. Until this changes, Nigeria will never change. Nigeria will never change. So this is, anytime I watch the updates of what's going on, with him and everything, they come to court and all that, I always say to myself, when will that happen in Nigeria? When? I'm praying that one day, no religious leader or politician will be above the law. So basically, I saw this and I just wanted to come here and share about it. Like I said, the thing that I get out of this is that we as a nation called Nigeria, we need to improve in a lot of areas, including the area of seeing a man as too anointed to be questioned. I think that's one of the biggest things that I personally I have seen, that I wish that would happen in Nigeria someday. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.